Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Parshas Shmini, Shabbos and Varach in the month of Iyar, just coming out of Pesach, a very, very short word. So we were talking about Mashiach Sud, about the concept of Simcha, and what does it mean, Ivdus Hashem b'Simcha, and how do we find Simcha in our lives. Just listening to a talk the Rebbe spoke in 1980, Tafshin Mem, on Shabbos and Varach Iyar. The Rebbe connects the 3 months of Adar, Nisan, Iyar, and each one has its own avodah and its own message. The month of Adar is the month of Simcha, it's the month of Purim. And the month of Pesach is the month of Nisan is the month of Pesach, which is Cherus, freedom. And the month of Iyar is, what we find unique about Iyar is the month that the entire month has a special mitzvah of Sfiras Omer, counting the Omer. Nisan has a little bit, a few days in Sivan, but the entire month from beginning to end, that there's a mitzvah and there's a chiddush every day. We do the mitzvah again with a bracha, hopefully. Every day there's the mitzvah of Sfiras Omer, counting the Omer. And putting the ideas together, the Rebbe says that what does it mean is that when we have the Simcha, Simcha comes from a chiddush. One of the rules of Simcha is that there's something new. Now the new doesn't have to be something you didn't have before. The new is even if you have something repetitive. Every morning we wake up and we say Moida Ani Lefnecha. We're thanking Hashem, mamish, acknowledging Hashem. Every time Kol Neshama Tahal Yuka, it's brought down Kol Neshima v'Neshima. Every breath we have to be Mahal, thanking Hashem, because it's when you don't take something for granted, and you don't expect it, and you don't just become used to it, and it's fresh every day. Then that is the chiddush. That is what's unique. The uniqueness is the ability to not take for granted and not take advantage of something. So therefore, every single day of the month of Iyar, we have a mitzvah of Sfiras Omer. Yesterday counted them. Why am I making a bracha again? Because every day it's a new mitzvah. There's a new chayis. There's a new opportunity to do a mitzvah. So we bring the idea of Adar, and that brings the Simcha. From that we take the Cherus, we take the freedom, and bring it into the mitzvah, so that, like it says, no one's free like a person who doesn't have a mitzvah. And just to finish off what we spoke about a little again by the Mashiach Suda, by Shvisha Pesach, by us here in Eretz Yisrael, the Perek Lamed Gimel of Tanya, the Alter Rebbe talks about Tzadik Be'emunah Yichya, that when a person realizes that Ein Oid Mavadi, there's nothing else but Hashem, and Hashem is mamish, that wants to have a dira b'tachtonim with us. And what does it mean, a dira b'tachtonim? It's not that he needs to be in the world. He is in the world. He needs to be within us. When we make the decision to welcome Hashem into our dira, into our home, into our life, to every detail of our life, that is the dira. And that's the simcha that Hashem gets, and it's the simcha that we have. And one of the ideas that we recognize with this, and the Rebbe talks about that's the mitzvah, that's the month of Iyar, which is the idea of Ein Oid Movadai, that there's nothing else but Hashem, but there's also Ein Oid Movadai, that God also doesn't see anything besides for us. But with each individual, when Hashem looks at each individual, He also says Ein Oid Movadai, that I right now have 100% attention for this person. I'm looking at 100% to see how this Yid is doing. And when a person realizes the attention he has, unconditional, without any distractions, there's no other place God has to be but right here with me. That's a true deer, a true resting place. That we're with Him and He's with us. The simcha that we have with Hashem, Hashem has with the Jewish people. Like the Rebbe talks about the carbon of Osher, that it's the Osher from the word happiness that we have with Hashem and Hashem has with us. That gives us simcha, and we build off each other's simcha. And we're able to go in every day with a simcha of Shal Mitzvah, that we say this for Omer that represents the month of Iyar, and we have a new chayis, a new koiches, a new strength to go and do Ivdus Hashem Simcha that helps us build Simcha throughout the year. May it be so that we should have the Simcha Geula, Mashiach Tzidkenu B'Mkarav Mamish. Good Shabbos.